From originally the Random Show The End. I've taken over Luis Gomez's podcast because he either wants to give me a shot or he wants to destroy it himself. To the left of me is the great Shane Gillis because Zach Amicos isn't good enough. My guest, Luis J. Gomez, and one of my girls, Lizzy Durazzo's here. I'm just going to be talking about philosophy, and I'm not going to let it crash and burn the way it did before. So if you have any kind of philosophical relationship advice or help that you need, if you're feeling suicidal just alone, call in and I will talk you through it. I'll help you out, and it'll be a good time. Right. I want the listeners to chill in. Psychological symptom called transference, and what it is what people don't realize, and this is how a lot of people are toxic, is they go through life and they attract damages, they attract fears, insecurities, jealousies, anxieties, and then at the age of like 20, they just have all that built up and they don't become aware of what makes them jealous or what makes them insecure, so they don't rewire their thoughts, so any person they interact with is on that same frequency of like an abused 4-year-old. So what human nature as a whole has to do is become aware of their own toxic damage and not project it onto people, and then start reformulating the synapses in your brain, because reality is all in perception, and if you're perceiving things through all your broken associations and damages, because you can't be a reactant to other people. Like, you have to be proactive in what you're doing, and the way to go about the life is to not let other people make you react to things. So if I did that, I would be in poor health to react to you want in life versus what life is. And sober people use this term in Alcoholics Anonymous called accepting life on life's terms, and it's, God didn't want me to be a musician. He wanted me a comedy, so I'm accepting that path rather than what I want. It's like a Buddhist. You let go of desire to free yourself from suffering. You just accept what is. I mean, I've only been doing comedy for 6 months.
Wants to know, what should you do if your significant other isn't only late to everything, but also proud of it?
Oh, that's a hard one.
You got to hit her. Say it.
No, not yet. You don't hit her yet. The thing about that is when someone prides themselves, this is like, it either comes to what they call unconditional acceptance, that you love the positive attributes about her, that you don't mind the negative. Because when she's proud of being late, it sounds like she's someone like, I don't give a fuck, I'll do what I want. So it sounds like she's just
black chick.
She just sees you as not.
I'll do what I want.
She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't see you as
Get out of my face. You ain't my man.
It's
I don't see no ring on his finger.
Exactly. She sees you as just a part of her journey and not as a co-partnership. Because if she's not willing to work and get better, like, yeah, I see how that could bother you, let me work to get better, then it's just destined to fail. All relationships, if they have the same fight for years and years, then it's just in a toxic cycle. When you're with someone, it's because fate brought you to that person to learn a lesson, to learn something about yourself, or to experience something. So when you're with someone who has all these qualities and you realize that about them, if you can't address that to that person directly, and if that person can't make a note to maybe change that quality, maybe she needs to be more humble, maybe she needs to realize that she subconsciously puts herself in these situations to be late so she can feel bad and then be aggravated over some guilt. A lot of women do shit like that. Like, they'll be sloppy on purpose and then just hate themselves because they subconsciously want to hate themselves, so they'll just be self-destructive. Like, that's a self-sabotaging thing, to be late and then you feel guilty because the guilt is comfortable from you from childhood, and then you just get angry because he's calling you on it. He's saying, you're always late. Why? And she goes, I don't give a fuck that I'm late. It's a defense mechanism. So you have to truly let her understand that that's what's happening, is she's not willing to grow. She's just putting on a defense, and she's continuing to project like toxic bullshit into your relationship. I joke that I hate men way more than I could hate women, because women just are the way they are by nature. But men are the ones that could construct that. They could control that. And since men care about a woman's looks or superficial beauty or their own internal pain, they enable women. They lie to women.
Bro.
Women are basically walking around gaslit by all men's bullshit. So I'm sick of that. And I'm not a feminist. I'm just saying the truth. No woman has an accurate assessment of herself, of what she's good at, what she's bad at, what she should try to strive for in life, or what she wants, because men around her have just been gaslighting her and lying to her. Because men are strong, men are innovative, and men have logic and critical thinking, most men. And women don't have that. Women are governed by their emotions.
Taking a shot at
women
you.
are
You saw that, dude?
women are women are governed by their emotions
random
and their desires and what they want. And it's almost like they can't go to a man and say, I want you to protect me, I want you to get food, and I want you to fuck me well. Like, so they have to say, how can I make it seem like I'm getting his needs met while getting my needs met? So they have to do this psychological mind game, which is the same thing that pedophiles do, bring opinions. And women try to manipulate your mind. And this is why guys end up former shells of themselves and fucking trying to do comedy instead of music, is they start Someone back there left. They start, like, women start saying, here, the narrative, they just start manipulating the narrative of, no, it happened this way. No, what you said was this. They put words in your mouth, and then they say words that they didn't say, and they slowly, through time, pathologically manipulate you into an entirely different being. And then they end up and leave because they're like, you're not the guy I thought you were. And then they leave, and you have to fucking pay alimony, and then they take your kids, and your life is
with all
fucked.
that aside,
It's how relationships work, and people don't understand. It's a past, present, future dynamic. You have to be a father to the woman, a husband and partner, and a son. And there's the dynamic of motherhood, girlfriend and daughter. And the same thing with women. That's why women have like the, I want you to be like my dad, because you have to be the father to her, you have to be the boyfriend to her, and you have to be the son to her. And you have to fulfill all three of those roles simultaneously. And that's how you like energetically.
How close have you come to shooting something?
I know I have this thing in me. It's like a genetic deformity. Like when you split the atom, there's the molecules, there's the protons and the neutrons and the electrons. The electrons, and when you have like a mass society, you have obviously cancers in it. Just like our body, we have bacteria. I'm self-aware that I am the bacteria in human life that is meant to just destroy. So I do everything in my power. I take drugs, I fuck whores, I like run around naked, I do crazy shit to prevent myself from the inevitable. People think that I'm a narcissist with no self-awareness. I'm aware. I have to hype myself up just so I don't fucking end myself. Cause
so how close have you been to shooting people? You
genuinely.
You sidestepped the question. You started talking about protons and neutrons and
no, that's what I'm saying. Is
electrolytes.
What?
Tell them the story what happened in your high school.
I don't think we should.
No, I want to hear the story about his high school.
This is going to come back to you and me.
Why?
When this motherfucker shoots up a place.
No, when I was 14 years old, that was the only time I tried to legitimately kill myself because I was afraid of the world and I thought everyone was demons and I thought the devil was coming to get me. And that's what all these scars on my arm are. And when I was 28 years old.
How old are you now?
Or 27, 28. I'm 28 now. 27, I tried to hang myself because I was on a medicine called Seroquel, which made things not real. Like, it made everything seem like a dream, and the only way out was to kill myself. So it's like I wanted this to be funny, and you guys just made it really dark. Mine is purely like the design of life is flawed and broken. Humans are a toxic, sick wreck that don't have the needs to help themselves and save themselves. That's why they're going to destroy themselves. And if you have any kind of awareness, you are helpless against the situation and power of others, and the design of life is unknown. That's why people should be going. I moved to Jersey City when I was. I moved to Jersey City. I know. I moved to Jersey City when I was a teenager, and my whole thing was I was going to be a musician. But something that bothered me is you're like, how close have you been to killing something? And it's like, what do I do if I'm put in a situation that I don't control? If all I'm saying is peace and love, let's be civil, peace and love, and someone still, like, let's say a group of 5 people come to me, then I have to act how I have to act, and like then it's lose for me because I either go to jail, I don't have a future with my girlfriend, and I fuck up comedy, and I fail like if I was supposed to have a purpose. So it's almost like I see that. So
you're afraid you're gonna fucking kill someone in self-defense?
Yeah, not afraid, just
like
sad. I'm not afraid of it. I'm just sad.
You're saddened by it.
Yeah, because I can't control it. It just seems like it's just fake. I don't know.
When's the last time you spoke to your mom?
Like a few years ago or something.
You don't know if your mom was religious growing up?
No, we don't. Like, that's the thing.
When did you stop talking to them?
Like when I was 17 years old, I was kind of out of the house, so it's like we'd see each other maybe a couple of months, and then it turned to a couple of years.
Boy, they were probably fucking high-fiving
every time.
No, but it's like I just like I love them, but it's like we have nothing to talk about. Like we'll sit at a diner and be like, "So, you see any good movies lately?" Yeah, so it's like, all right.
They want to talk
21st, dude.
Go.
Just watch
Have a couple beers.
Just drink a
Sit
couple
back
beers,
with the
watch
bros,
a game,
start
dude.
sucking each other off.
No, you
see
don't.
how many dicks in
why
your
are
hand
you
you can
hating
get?
on your people?
I'm not. You know what? Only betas fuck women. Real alphas can fuck dudes too.
I like it.
Just watch one game, dude. Just
I watched
chill.
the Super Bowl.
Nice. What'd you think?
I saw this huge
shit.
owl, and he goes, "Oh, I thought this was the superb owl." See, why is it people are entertained when I talk about mass murder, child raping, but I can't make puns? I want to be a pun comic. People determine your fate. If I just started doing puns, everyone would hate me. If I was talking about murder, everybody'd be like, "Oh my God, Randy, you're so fucking amazing because life's predetermined. We're all governed by God and fate that we can't control."
Do you do that do you go to mics and say that shit?
Not so much anymore.
I was gonna say, you had to get banned from everything, right?
A little
How many
bit.
mics are you banned from?
I don't know. And this is, again, things that make me hate the world more and really drive in, like you said, the manifesto are I was banned from so many mics and I was seen as like the outcast because I thought people should just be real and like you for you. But then I was on the Legion of Skanks and for whatever reason that means something to people. So they're like, oh, dude, you can come back to our mic. Oh, we realized it was a mistake banning. So I was like, fuck you guys. You're fake as shit.
And then you came back and they're like, yeah, we realized it was a mistake inviting you back. We kicked you out for a reason.
No, it's almost like why, like, I really thought being single, people would think that I was cool or just like me because I was intelligent or I was funny or I was entertaining. But then I have this, like you've said, a hot chick next to my arm who makes money and pays my bills. That somehow gives me some sort of stature. That's why I hate men more than women, because women would like me for me, but man sees me as like, oh, he must be some guy to listen to because he gets paid money to put his dick in strange women. So it's like it makes me just hate the world more and more, that it's just fake and it's egocentric and it's governed by this superficial existence that doesn't mean anything. It shouldn't matter. Like, how does me putting my dick in over 100 women matter the character of whether I'm a good person or not? How does that make me stronger or tougher or intelligent?
I feel like that was a humble brag right there. Can I?
No, it wasn't, because I don't give a fuck about that
shit.
I feel like
he just dropped down a little braggadocious moment,
this is the shit I'm talking about. This is why I go crazy, because
you're the man, dude. That's sick.
No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck about that shit, and I don't see why the world does either.
It is pretty badass.
No, it's not.
Yo, you're the man.
It's fucking pathetic.
Random is just a jock stuck in this body.
No, it's horrible.
Yo, have you ever watched football? Why don't you start watching some sports?
I bet you Random is just all he is a shower, a haircut, and a couple football games away from being a
close,
dude.
Just watch a game.
No, because this is what makes me so sick. This is why women manipulate. This is why women are child rapists, because guys don't value their sex. They're like, oh shit, you crush puss. That's awesome, man. That's great. And it's like that instinctually builds an ego towards sex. When sex is something sacred, sex is something emotional. It's something mental.
What are you
it's a
talking
spiritual
about?
That's what he tells those bitches right
splits.
before he smashes their pussies.
Yeah,
Am
what
I
are you
right?
talking
Fuck yeah,
about?
Rando. Knuckle it up, baby boy.
I can't, because
You
it's
can.
against. No, I don't give a fuck. I wanted to. That's why when I was on the show the first time, I wanted people to think I was a virgin and an incel, and I didn't have any girlfriends and shit like that, because I didn't want that weird little.
That would have been a tough sell.
But it seems like it fits me, because everyone who commented on the video, like, oh, this guy's never been around hot women. Like, beauty's the only thing that matters. This is like literally like, you're right. This is why I'm not going to. But if I would, it would be because of how superficial, how
But
materialistic.
if you were gonna what?
Go on a hugging spree and just hug people and give them kisses and say, "Let Christ be with you."
I would rather you shoot me than kiss me.
Like I am now because I didn't sleep. Like, that's what I was gonna do there. I couldn't sleep, and then I was just like, I'm acting as my own lawyer.
Yeah, you're probably nervous because the judge was going to like split up your guys' rats.
Yeah.
She was going to get half your rats.
Well, actually, if I were smart, I would try to marry her, because she's the one who would have to pay me alimony, but I wouldn't do that to
Hey,
a
listen,
woman.
Mr. Random, you are saying that you have a right to all of your dead possum collection.
I don't think I have a right to all my dead possums, because it wasn't about the possums, Your Honor. It was about the love. I just feel betrayed. I wasn't in it for the possums. I could fuck so many other women and get possums.
Easily.
I was about the love, not the possums.
Possums are the weirdest animals in the
I'm
world.
a fan.
I think sloths
Where
are.
did you grow up?
Yeah, there's some possums.
Some possums
There's
on the train
everywhere.
track.
That sounds impossible,
There was,
you guys. Fuck yeah. Yes.
I liked it. Crushed it.
Oh, but speaking of, we have a documentary, Who Killed Comedy, and it's honestly the best work of comedy I've ever done, because I'm better just on the street, just talking to people. And we filmed for like 4 days in New York, just interviewing people, and it's like an hour long, and it's good. And I don't know why we don't release it. She says she needs more pieces together. But the trailer is up on whokilledcomedy.com. I'm just interviewing people about political correctness and about social. Oh. MarkRandom.com, you can find that there.
Can we
Yeah, put
play
the
that
trailer on.
trailer?
Yeah, we'll end with the trailer for Who Killed Comedy, the documentary, which will be out very soon.
I mean, that's the thing, is we're...
Jesus Christ.
All right, there we go.
Rapping about
the positive aspects of slavery and the Holocaust.
Give me a list of the people that are trying to prevent you from doing comedy.
Do you want an actual list?
Yeah.
The fucking FBI's investigated me, kicked in my door, the ATF along with them, and detectives, social justice warriors, feminists, alt-right members, basically anyone with some sort of political stance where they take life seriously. What the hell happened to real comedians? I don't see that anymore.
if you ever come back here, you can't do that again.
I'm never gonna do that. I'll never come back here. No, I just want to know why. Because you ask women about rape. You cannot do that. I don't think women ruin comedy. Don't we all put up with shit and we have to deal with it as individuals and not put a pussy hat on and blame an entire group of people? That kind of sounds like the Klan, if you ask me. Put a hat on and blame a group of people for your problems. Oh my God, you're in a comment. Fuck you. Look at you. Fuck you. Oh, really? Really? Fuck you. Suck my dick.
Pause it.
We're equal opportunity offenders.
Equal opportunity.
That chick was hot, though.
It was actually random. It was pretty
It
good.
wasn't bad.
Yeah, that was pretty good, man. That was cool.
I like it.
That was really neat.
I just slurred a bunch of words and
That's a
kept
fucking
falling
neat
off the
thing.
beat.
Nah, that was
Too
good,
fucking
dude.
early.
That was fucking good.
I liked it. See, like, you don't have that many talents. What do you do,
I
Shane?
fucking don't do anything, bro.
He's an amazing comedian. I could never do what he does.
Thanks, man.
I saw him kill at Skankfest on the level of fucking Dan Soder, Mark Norman, Rich Voss. You're up there. I don't know why they put
Bro.
you in the fucking
You're
like
up there.
lower levels of the Gas Digital. You belong up there.
Poof.
I know. I see it. I fucking
You
see
love
it.
Mark Random now.
I
see?
do. I've always liked random.
It's not that a lover.
I've
I'm not,
always.
dude. I'm not trying to flatter you. I'm saying the truth.
Thanks,
That's all
bro.
I do. And you belong up there with the fucking the big J Okerson.
Fuck yeah, dude. No, I've always liked random.
Tone. It's actually I'm more proud of that than like my fucking comedy album. My comedy album's decent, but
I
there's
thought you
parts.
said
where,
you've been doing stand up for 6 months.
yeah,
He's got a double album.
double
a double album?
2 hours of comedy.
2 hours.
Yeah. You're naturally funny when you're in that comfortable, free flowing
course.
energy, and you're not funny when you're like in this tense, like and then you're trying to be funny. It just your jokes fall flat, and it's like when you're chill and relaxed, like, and you can consistently do that.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, this is yeah, you were fucking. Do you have fun? Did you have fun doing this?
Yeah,
Yeah, this was cool, man.
yeah.
It's fun. I had a good time. I thought it was a great show.
Yeah.
I love
Lizzy had a good time. Look, she wants to just suck your cock off your body